Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Podcaster for the Boys. We are here today with our new setup. Evan, how do you feel about the setup?
I feel good.
Feel pretty good?
I like video.
Okay, we're going to do a video. Today we don't really have a topic. No, today we have a lot of little topics. A lot of little stupid topics. So the first thing I guess we'll go over with our new setup and everything is how we came to find this setup. So today after I got off work, me and my wife, we went shopping because we were going to go to Ichiban with Evan. Because Evan said he was going to miss Ichiban, which if you don't know is like a Chinese buffet.
And then a tragedy struck.
So we go to Ichiban, and we gave him 20 minutes to get there, right, after our work job, after we got done working. We gave him 20 minutes to come to Ichiban, and when we get there, I was like, Evan, how close are you, right? And he's like, I haven't left my house. I say, okay. He explains to me why he didn't leave the house, so tell us that little story.
There's a bit of a leak going on that I discovered as I was leaving. It was rushing water, and it threatened my life.
What this man texted me, he said, the earth is leaking. The earth is leaking.
Summing it up, that's exactly what happened.
And he sends me a little video of his, like, driveway or, like, a walkway or whatever, like, spewing out water. So I was like, okay, that's understandable, right? He's gonna be a few minutes late because of that, right? So, we go to Target to make some returns. We go to GameStop to go Funko Pop shopping. And then I texted him, like, we went to Old Navy. And as we were, like, in Old Navy, like, we just walked in, I texted him, and I was like, hey, just so you know, if you beat us there, we're at Old Navy, just across the street, but we'll be there in a second. And Evan says, well, I'm going to beat you guys. You live pretty far away from Old Navy. And I was like, yeah, we do live far away from Old Navy, but Ichiban's, like, across the street. And Evan replies with, we're not going to your house? Because I'd asked him if he wanted to go to Ichiban.
Yes.
And,
which was where the miscommunication happened.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
And so...
I had a Subway, actually.
He ate Subway.
I was eating Subway headed to y'all's house.
He went to our house eating Subway.
And had you not brought it up, I would have been...
At our house
eating Subway while y'all were eating Ichabod.
So, we're sitting in Old Navy, we're walking around Old Navy, right? And he's telling me, oh, actually I'm, like, closer to your house than I am to Digimon or whatever. So I'm like, whatever. That's fine, you know? So then we go to TJ Maxx, and we're just looking around for some stuff. And we stumble upon two things. Like a hairbrush, blow drying, TV, all-in-one kind of tool my wife wanted, something special like that. And this nifty new podcast setup, it's like a giant ring light with like 3 different phone holders. It's like a tripod. So we're testing this out for the first time. We have to get a new microphone for it, but we were using our old microphone, and it's working okay, I think. So we don't get it right away. We go back to Ichiban after Evan gets there. And so we wait a little bit for Ichiban, and we go in, and Evan just breaks the news to me that he's at Subway, and he's not going to eat with us while we're at this, like, buffet-style place. And now I feel, like, awkward, because I'm just, like, in this huge buffet with our friends just sitting at the table, like, watching us. So he gets, like, I think a water and some... What'd you get? Some
soup.
Some
good old miso soup.
It had, like, chunks of butter in it.
It was actually...
I didn't like it that milky color.
The milky color. But so... And then Evan judges me, right? He didn't tell me this until after we left. But he judged me because he said, and I'll quote, he said, you got way too much saucy chicken.
Mm-hmm. He had like 3 plates of saucy chicken, different types of saucy chicken, like barbecue chicken, sweet and sour chicken.
Okay, it was not barbecue chicken. I got honey chicken.
He just sought out all the saucy chickens. That's 3 plates full of it.
I got.
He was the one complaining about his stomach hurting.
Yeah, I had shit when I get home.
I diagnosed that problem pretty quickly. I got to the root of it.
It's that saucy chicken.
I walked into the living room, right, and I was like, God, I'm sorry, guys. I had to take a massive shit. I'm ready to podcast now. I don't know what's going on with my stomach. And Evan looks me in the eyes. Like, he looks into my soul and he says, It's probably because you ate like 5 pounds of saucy ass chicken. And for the record, right, some of the chicken was not saucy. It was chicken on a stick. Also, I had coconut shrimp. I had more coconut shrimp than chicken, so he's wrong. However,
there was so much sauce on your other chicken that it was like leaking over to the chicken that didn't have sauce on it. To where
also, like,
he was dipping his dry chicken in the saucy chicken
sauce.
juice.
Yeah, exactly. He would have gotten it with sauce on it if they served it that way.
That's true. Also, halfway through me eating this chicken on a stick, like while it's in my mouth, right? He looks at me and goes, "That kind of looks like a cooked rat," and I just got disgusted. I finished eating it.
I'm not proud of saying that.
But it did kind of look like it had 4 little legs, like it was crawling around in the kitchen, and the nice people just kind of stabbed it with a shish kebab and cooked it up. But it is, which really makes me think they have a rat problem if they can consistently cook that much rat to put on it like a buffet. But it is what it is. So then
It could have just been chicken.
for dessert, I got these little like coffee cake things they have, and saucy bananas, because they have bananas with like fruit sauce. So
how much sauce do you think you consumed in the past 3 hours?
The past 3 hours?
How many cups of sauce?
I would say like
Probably 3 gallons.
How do you measure things in America? 7 quarts of sauce.
Ounces.
7 quarts of sauce. I said. I'd say like a gallon of sauce.
That's like a gallon and a half. There's 4 quarts in a gallon.
I would say I drink a gallon of sauce.
And do you think the human body is able to digest that much sauce?
No, that's why you were shitting.
I'm built different.
Do you?
No, the human body was not made to drink that much sauce. But I've trained my body over like the time because you can tell I'm a big boy. I have trained my body to be able to eat more things that you shouldn't be able to eat than the average. Oh my fucking god, the camera. The average person.
That one.
Sorry, that was the cat.
Just to let y'all know, that was a pretty intense cuss word. And
Sorry. The camera, the gosh dang camera got messed up.
that is a combination you don't hear very much. But
I'm gonna get censored forever. Make it big on YouTube.
we will censor one of those words.
I'm not censoring the damn thing. You guys don't pay me enough to edit. So what was it? Oh yeah. So if you've ever seen, I love talking about this. If you guys have ever seen the what do you call it? A documentary, the docu-series, I think. It's called Super Size Me, I think. Where the guy eats like McDonald's for like a year straight, and
He's
like
a comedian.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah. What's his name? He was in like one episode of Friends.
I hate Friends.
But he's Doug Benson.
Doug Benson. So he eats like McDonald's for a year, and then he almost dies because he eats like McDonald's for a year. And I always like say that guy's just he's weak as hell because like I think I could eat McDonald's for like 5 years straight, and I probably wouldn't even feel the effects of it.
What would you get from there? Would you get the same thing over and over? Or
Nah, I would switch it up. I would get like only between like 4 things though. I still wouldn't switch it up much. I would get the fish fillet, the quarter pounder with cheese, the chicken McNuggets, and the new crispy chicken sandwich. Not the spicy one. It's too hot. But the regular. Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Our video stopped abruptly, so I don't know exactly where we cut off. Abruptly. But we were talking about McDonald's and the fillet of fish and how that was their first item. So yeah, it's a fact. You can look it up. You can Google it, boy. But in short, the first little section of this, the real takeaway from it is that the guy who ate all that at McDonald's and nearly died is kind of a little girl because
I don't know if he said his name. His name's Doug Benson.
Doug Benson, yep.
He's a really good comedian.
But he sucks at eating McDonald's. Because I could eat a shit ton of McDonald's and be fine.
This is making me want McDonald's.
Bruh. I love the... I don't know... Did we talk about how much I love the filet of fish in the last one? Filet of fish is good. I like it because it's not salty like most seafood.
Yeah, you were talking about how
you
Evan...
get it without the tartar sauce though, right?
Yeah, I hate tartar
sauce.
sauce.
Which I think is like an essential ingredient.
Exactly, that's what I said.
I mean,
it makes the sandwich.
It literally makes the sandwich.
Dude.
Maybe you should try it with tartar sauce.
Let me explain myself before you judge, okay?
Okay.
When I was a kid, I watched SpongeBob. And tartar sauce and SpongeBob is like a damn cuss word, okay? Like, it's scary.
Because that's saucing them up.
It's like lava to them. Like, if you touch that shit, you're gonna get hurt. Like, they have a SpongeBob video game called, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom, and there's literally a robot who, like, has, like, a machine gun of tartar sauce. He runs around, like, da-da-da-da. So, like, that's why I'm scared of it. I think it'll hurt if I eat it.
So you said don't judge me.
Yeah.
And I'm judging you.
Motherfucker.
Because of that story.
When I specifically asked you not
I was
to.
honestly expecting a better explanation.
I think that was perfectly fine. I also used to think that bacon and coral were the same thing because of SpongeBob.
What the fuck?
Because coral in the SpongeBob show kind of looks like bacon. And my grandma used to cook bacon like too hard, so it was like really fucking crunchy. Oh god, I'm gonna get demonetized.
She did what to bake? She just cooked it.
She cooked it like it got really hard and crispy, like like
but
real
she
hard.
always did it. She never
cooked it right.
accidentally undercooked it and cooked it right.
She always be forgetting about food when she's cooking it.
I mean, she's a great cook.
Yeah,
but
she's a good cook.
She has Alzheimer's, so.
She cook it in the skillet.
You shouldn't say that.
But yeah, she cooks it in the microwave sometimes. But so like when I bite into it, it's like and it really hurts. So it reminds me of coral from SpongeBob. So bacon is coral, and tartar sauce is death sauce. You can tell I grew up in the 2000s and I watched a boatload of SpongeBob. Get it? Boatload? Cause SpongeBob.
You need to anchor yourself. You need to anchor yourself down.
He's at a 10. We need to
You're
bring
right.
him back down to a 5.
Oh man.
What's your next topic, sir?
Let's see.
That's it for today.
All right, that's it. We're done. Goodbye.
Native American history.
That's not on the list. We have a list, and we're sticking to the list.
And how that intertangled with the political culture of the early colonial era.
Explain all that to me, Evan, right now. That's gonna be your segment. Talk to me about
You
it.
have the paper. I didn't write the notes.
What?
I need bullet points.
I write the notes, but you read out what to write
I
down.
need a teleprompter.
This is the teleprompter, the
My
notebook.
teleprompter.
I'm gonna write it and have like a big board.
Okay, so our actual topic is not Native American history and how it affected our geometrical isolation, population, and stock market.
Jesus.
I don't think that. Okay, good.
Our next topic is our new podcast equipment.
You already talked about that.
No, not really. We talked about how we were going to talk about it.
You were talking about the trips that we made.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you tell them about the leak?
Yes, I talked to them about the leak. So
You're squirting water.
squirting water.
I was scared though.
So after we ate Ichiban and Evan judged me because of my rat and my saucy chicken and my saucy bananas, we went back to TJ Maxx and we listened to a shit ton of Weezer on the way. I don't know why. I put on like one Weezer song on random, and Evan was like, "Bruh, play just all Weezer.
Just keep the Weezer coming."
Keep the Weezer coming." So we listened to Beverly Hills, Say It Ain't So, Island in the Sun, and Buddy Holly, all on the way to TJ Maxx. And then when we got to TJ Maxx, we went straight back to the recording equipment. We bought that. My cat is Tarzaning around the living room. Calm down. We bought the equipment. We bought my wife's Bluetooth headset, Xbox 360, hairbrush, hair dryer, all in one toothbrush. We went to wait.
I bought a pack of wife beaters. They were on sale. They were on sale, so I bought it. It was only 99
What
cents.
color were they?
They were white.
He
The
just
classics.
said white.
Wife, not white beaters.
Wait, what?
What? White?
We
You
may
think they're
have
white
just-
Why are
beaters?
they called
We may have
that?
just discovered something that's
You-
similar.
You thought they were white beaters? Is that
But
what
they're
you...
normally white.
Be honest. Just tell us.
No,
what
there's
you thought.
black white beaters.
Be honest. Tell us.
Are
What
we
you,
talking about the tank tops?
tell
Yeah.
us what you thought.
You thought they
I
were...
thought white wife beaters.
You thought they were white
It's
beaters?
okay.
I thought only white ones were called that.
Which is okay.
The white beaters?
No, I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. The white wife beaters were called white beaters.
No, called wife beaters.
Oh no, they
I
call
think that was a joke.
They
Like
weren't
just
called
because the white
wife
ones.
beaters.
I think all the colors can be wife beaters.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
But it sounds like kind of like not that there's anything wrong with it, but like for a straight guy, right, to say I got my tank top on seems a little girly, right?
Just
so-
say tank.
That sounds worse. I'm wearing my tank.
Why are you saying it like that?
That's how you have to say it. No man can say I've got my tank on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't sound right.
Who wears tanks? I've never seen neither of y'all wear a tank.
I'm gonna exercise later. I might just wear a tank. No, we call them wife beaters because we beat our wives.
Nice.
But so Evan bought his like 8-pack of wife beaters. We went to wait in line for like 4 hours at TJ Maxx, and along the line
I didn't know they sell produce at TJ Maxx too.
Produce?
Yeah, I saw they're selling like fruit in the back.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Sorry, my
That was
cat.
just a little shout out. We can go to the next subject.
Oh no, I'm not done. TJ Maxx, I got much more to say about.
Okay, let's go.
Jesus, calm down. So I went waiting in line. There was like a shelf ton of like weird exotic coffees, and like one coffee that was like Southern coffee, raised here, not very good. And Evan was telling me a little factoid about him and his brother, how they now have a coffee subscription. So
Yeah, I have a coffee subscription, and essentially I get a new bag of coffee beans in the mail about every 2 or 3 weeks, and they essentially send them from small roasteries. I guess that's what they're called, roasteries.
yeah.
Small coffee houses who roast their own beans, and you can't really buy them otherwise. I don't think they sell them over the internet. But yeah, I guess they have a deal with the company, and they just ship them out to you.
That's really cool.
The point of this story was I would like what's the company called that does this subscription box?
Oh, I have no idea.
Jesus Christ! I would like any company that does coffee-based subscriptions to sponsor us because Evan loves coffee.
Yeah, and if you don't sponsor us, we're gonna post our cash apps on the.
And we're gonna stop drinking coffee. We're gonna make a podcast, a second podcast, like a whole series, strictly based on stopping people from drinking coffee. However, if you sponsor us, we'll start a podcast about drinking coffee. We'll promote it like they used to promote cigarettes in the Flintstones. Like, we'll make sure every little kid is drinking coffee at school. So yeah, we well, also right before like I can go to the next thing at TJ Maxx, they'll get the nice lady who was checking us out, right? She's like, this one's okay, but I want to get my grandbaby one that's real big. And I was like, actually, ma'am, well, this tripod stretches to 58 inches.
You did set her in her place.
You really did.
And she looked to her coworker.
She was like, have a great day.
Yeah, she looked to her coworker and was like, this motherfucker, you gonna tell me 58 inches? Like it's a size comparison. And then she was like, have a nice day. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Just so the joke lands. Let's see. Next up is, I think I can't wait to talk about this. This is really funny. Just the whole event. I hope we can translate how great it was. What was it, like a week ago? Like 2 weeks ago? Me, Evan, my wife, and our mutual friend, Ariel, who has never
that's
been on
my
the
best
podcast.
friend of like 12 years.
Well, my mutual friend, Cynthia's best friend, my wife, we all took a day trip to a town. I won't disclose the town, so you won't hunt me down. But we went to a town that's like about 2 hours away from where we live, and we went for one specific reason, because our local FYE got shut down. If you don't know what FYE is, it's like a nerd store. It has like movies, not video games, movies, TV shows, music. It has little knickknacks that are like all about that kind of culture, that vibe. So ours got shut down. We used to go all the time. It sucks that it got
And
shut
Pops,
down.
they can see that in the
Yeah,
frame.
we had little Funko Pops. That's where we got a lot of our Pops until it shut down. And we don't have one, so we took this trip and we found one that's like 2 hours away in this little town. And we went to their mall to go to their FYE, and we brought our friends along. So our other friend drove from where she lives, and she drove a different way, but it took her a good while to drive there too. And Evan drove with us, and it took us 2 hours. On the way there, we almost died every 10 minutes on the road, on the interstate. People were driving batshit crazy for some reason. Like, I can't tell you how many times. One guy, like, swerved. I missed it a little bit. They saw it better, but Evan, how was the guy driving who almost got hit by an 18-wheeler?
I don't know exactly what, like, incited it, but the 18-wheeler almost ran that little car off the road.
And then when he swerved out of the way, he started, like, just, like, drifting, like, left and right.
Yeah, he, like, jerked the wheel really hard.
It was crazy. We stopped at not a 7-Eleven. What's it called?
A Love's.
Love's. Yeah, we stopped at a Love's. We were trying to find the one chip challenge, the little coffin chip. Evan wants to find one real bad. If you send us one, we'll cash app you.
We ended up just getting taquitos.
Yeah, I got a little hamburger. It tasted like garbage.
I got a beef jerky.
Like a Slim Jim with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little hamburger. It tasted just like a school lunch hamburger, and it sucked. I wish I wouldn't have bought it. I got a Nesquik chocolate milk that was pretty good. So then we go to get back on the interstate, drive for like another hour. Road's still crazy. We listen to what's that band? Third Eye Blind. We listened to Third Eye Blind like the whole way. Really cool. Very much a vibe. We get to the mall. We meet up with our friend Ariel. We go in. We're looking around the mall. We want to look around the mall first while we're looking for the FYE. So we kind of go in the middle and we walk like down this way and we walk back down this way. And as we're walking through the mall, I noticed that something about this mall stood out to me. It was completely empty. Like there was a few people there like walking around, but there was like no stores, and all the stores were the exact same. It was almost like a pattern. It was like generic shoe store, some kind of like urban clothing store that looks like that's where Kanye West buys his clothes, and then there would be like something that's like for moms, like a candle store or a pillow store, or there'd be like a little cookie store every now and then.
But you gotta think it's like COVID.
I don't care what it is. That mall was probably terrible before COVID.
I mean, probably.
There's a lot of people walking around, but nobody was shopping inside the stores.
See, I swear I used to think there was a K Jewelers there, but I didn't see one when we were there.
There was. I saw K Jewelers.
It
was like right when we walked in.
Maybe that's why I didn't see it.
There was a K Jewelers and a Zales.
Yeah, Zales. Zales is owned by K Jewelers, actually.
So they were competing with each other for no reason.
So there were like 10 stores there.
They do that all the time.
2 out of 10 were
K's and Zales.
Zales is supposed to be like the more high end.
And then
Or maybe it's Jared.
I saw this everywhere. Like every like in between every store there's an advertisement for this like little looked like a fun park to me, but it had like go-karts in it and like a wall climb and like a little like a jump castle, things like that. There's an advertisement for one of these things that's in the mall. So we look around, we couldn't find anything. We go to FYE finally, so the other end of the store. And we go in, and this store is amazing, right? Like, this is the only one that has anything good. It's, like, just boring generic shoe stores and terrible, like, Urban Outfitter stores. And, not actual Urban Outfitters, but, like, looks like shirts that are, like, very urban, They're, like, saying Cash Money on them, and it's got Mickey Mouse with, like, bling in his teeth and stuff. Whatever. So we go into FYE, and, I mean, our FYE had, like, just a pretty big section of Pops, what I thought. This one, its whole back wall was just Pops. Like, the whole, like...
And they had some like throughout the store, like in different areas. Like Marvel setups and like Disney setups. They had Pops on them too, and I was in heaven. Dude, we walked away with like 15 Pops or something. I don't remember how many.
It wasn't actually 15. We got it was definitely like $100 worth, wasn't it?
It was like I think we at least bought 8 or 9.
How much money did we spend? Like too much.
Like $120.
$120. We also got some Reptar bars, which are the best candy bar in the world. And the whole time we're running through, like we just walked into heaven, and we're just like, like whoa. And Evan and Ariel the whole time are just looking at us like, what the hell is wrong with you two? Like,
we were grabbing every pop, judging every single pop.
We almost bought some, but the paint was like messed up, and so we would have spent more, but some of them were bad. Like I saw an Elvis one that was part of a diamond collection I really wanted, but his like coat was like painted terribly, but it was really cool. We spent about 30 minutes in there just like because Evan and Ariel had never been to an FYE, or I don't think Ariel has either, has she?
Mm-mm.
So we were just showing them around what is in there. So between pop shopping and showing them what the store has to offer, we were in there for like 30 minutes. And when we come out, and we keep going down with just like with the few things that are past FYE, so we'll find this like jump palace thing we're gonna check out, but then there was like 1,000 little kids in there, all spreading COVID around. And we were like, nope. We went to look at their movie theater. I wasn't really sure what their movie theater was playing. It only had like a little poster for like 2 movies. One of them I had no idea what it was. The other one I had no idea what it was. But it had the guy from The Walking Dead in it. What's his name?
Glenn.
Glenn. Yeah, Glenn from The Walking Dead in it. It looked pretty good. It kind of boring to me, but like it looked like it was well made, I guess. But I didn't, care about it. Their food court was awful. It was just like a big Mexican restaurant, and then the actual like food court part that had like tables everywhere was just like one Cajun place and then one Asian place. So, and then I'd say we spent like 45 minutes to an hour in the mall in total. And as we're going to leave, I realized We drove like 2 hours here. It's gonna take us 2 hours to get back, just to do that. We can't leave doing this. And so, we decided to go eat somewhere at least. We go to this little place we find called Maria's, which is a small little Mexican restaurant. And boy, when I tell you, this restaurant made the trip. Like, it was so good for so many reasons. So
what are your... that you got drunk off of 2 drinks.
Yeah, I did. What are your initial thoughts of Maria's?
How was the food?
It was really good. It was good.
I thought the food was good too. I thought the portions were a little small, but it was still good.
It was a little too expensive for what they give you.
But like it was enough. I was full. It's just at other places you get so much you don't even eat it all. You know what I mean? Or you take it home.
That's true.
It was a good portion, I think.
So I was trying to order an alcoholic beverage, and I asked the guy for a. Well, first I just asked him for a limerita. That's all I wanted was a limerita. And he's like, what? Because he didn't speak good English, which is not, it's nothing wrong with that, you know, I understand. It's probably like a small family-owned business. Probably not a lot of English speakers that work throughout the store, which is perfectly fine. And he doesn't, you know, really understand, so instead of giving me a limerita, he goes and brings me the whole drink menu.
He's like, oh, you want a menu? And we're like, yeah. And so he brings like our drinks back. I'm like, can we get that menu? And he didn't bring it. And then that girl walked by. I was like, hey, can you bring us the menu?
Yeah.
And she was like, what? And then the guy came back and was like, hey, can we get that menu? And he finally brought it. And then continued. Sorry.
So after like 15 times asking like 2 different people, they finally bring us a menu. And I'm looking through it, right? And I find what I want. I've never had one until just now. It's a drink called liquid marijuana. It's not actually associated with weed or marijuana.
It's just green.
It's just like bright green and kind of looks like weed, I guess. So they were like, yeah, let's call it liquid marijuana. It's really good. It's kind of like sour almost, but not too sour. It's like still kind of sweet. It's really good. But I would definitely get it again at any place as long as they make it that good.
The fact that he was so shocked when you said liquid marijuana.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. That's my favorite thing, right? So I'm ordering my drink, and he comes back. We just gotten our food. And I'm like, hey, I'm ready to order my drink if you're okay with that. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I want to try the liquid marijuana. And it's like I don't think he could like read English either. Like, so he didn't really. Like,
I think he knew that word though.
But yeah, he knew the word, but he couldn't like read it on the paper. So he didn't like know that was a drink. And so it's kind of like I just said I want some marijuana to him because he looked at me like, you want what? And I was like, I just want to get the liquid marijuana. He's like, you want the marijuana? I was like, the liquid marijuana. He's like, all right, buddy, $20 under the table. I was like, no, sir, I want the beverage, the liquid marijuana. And he was like, what? And I pointed at him. He's like, oh, okay. So he goes back, and then my wife orders something, and she goes through the same debacle where he doesn't know. And I get it though, right? And I'm at this point, I'm kind of like, it's probably not gonna be very good. You know, it doesn't seem like they're very big into alcoholic beverages here. That drink was the fucking bomb. I'm sorry, I cursed again. Damn it. But that drink was absolutely amazing. So good. And then Cynthia drank like not even a quarter of hers. And so I took that one and drank it.
And you got really drunk.
And those were strong because I got really, really drunk. And I ate crazy for the rest of the day until we got home.
And his face, he had like little circles on his cheek. It was so funny.
I told a joke, and when I was drunk, I thought it was funny. Looking back at it, it wasn't that great. We recorded it and put it on like Snapchat and stuff. But our friend Ariel was talking about how at her job she was like making lemonade the other day, and like later on at the table, I was like, you guys, Ariel has AIDS, and she was like, I do not, and I was like, Ariel has AIDS, and she got like offended because I just kept saying it, and I was like, lemonades, and I was so proud of myself, and now I realize how stupid it was.
And we later found out that day that Ariel was diagnosed with AIDS.
Yeah, the actual AIDS.
No, she does not.
She did not like the joke, but it all makes sense.
I understand why she's offended.
Ariel does not have AIDS.
If you would like to donate to our friend's cause, please subscribe to our subscribe to our Patreon.
Y'all don't even have Cash App. I have Cash App.
We have a GoFundMe called
$5.
Ariel's AIDS.
Nothing under $5, please.
Ariel's Lemonade.
Lemonades.
She's gonna kill us.
I can't wait to show her this video. So that was great. And then while I'm drunk, right, she gets back into her car, and we're driving back like around, right. We go to a gas station like right outside Maria's, and there's a cop there pulling someone over, and there's like another like teenager like next to us like filling up his like vehicle with gas, And I just started like talking about
Obviously,
everyone.
we're at the gas station.
He said it weird, like, vehicle?
Is vehicle? What the guy?
Was it?
But I'm at the, okay, so I'm like drunk, like crazy out of my mind drunk, right? After 2 drinks, because I lightweight.
You really are.
And I'm sitting there like just talking about everyone out loud, like when the window's down, because Cynthia's got the window down like to talk to me. And I'm just like, look at that little boy next to us, like filling his gas up. Like, what the fuck is he doing? And he like looks over at us, and he's like, what the hell?
I feel like that gas station attendant has to deal with drunk people from
Maria's.
like,
Yeah,
all the time.
every day. One day, he's like, oh, here comes another drunk from Maria's.
Out of towner from.
But that little kid wasn't even. He's not little. He's like a teenager. But like that teenager wasn't even like offended by like what I had said about him. He was mostly like, someone gonna help that man? He's just over there acting wild, like talking shit about random strangers with his window down. And like the cop that's pulled someone over, like or a few cops actually, was like right in front of our car, and Ariel's next to us, and I keep like flipping her off, like oh my god, that's going on the camera. I keep flipping her off from our car, and like every time I see her, I'm like Ariel, and I like flip her off, and the cops are like right there, and Evan's like, stop it, Blake. There's a cop right in front of us, and I just kept doing it.
You really did.
So that was our fun little trip to Maria's. That was great. On the way back, as we getting back on the interstate to go home, we passed by a billboard of a mayor. That's, I guess, the mayor over this city. And Evan, I'll let you tell this one.
I thought she would be a good mayor. I could tell by her advertisement.
That's not what he said. So
she looked very professional.
He says to me, he's like, hey Blake, when you come back past this sign, check out this hot black woman just right here on the poster.
Whoa.
That's what he
I
said.
don't know if that's what I said.
And
I can't remember exactly what I said, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
And I look at it and
it wasn't that explicit.
It wasn't that
He
explicit.
said woman.
Yeah.
No,
I said woman. We drove by. It's like, oh, she's black.
No. He said
that's how it went.
my little chocolate delight.
I definitely did not say. Obviously.
My little Hershey's kiss.
Blake, stop.
That's what he said. That's what Evan said.
He's lying about
That's
that,
chocolate
obviously.
fetishing.
Don't call it chocolate fetishing. That's fucked up.
I don't want to say the other word.
Anyway, Evan's like sexualizing the mayor of this town, right? But he didn't tell me she was a mayor. He told me she was like a prostitute with a billboard.
I did not say prostitute.
And as we passed by, I'm like, even as a drunk like alcoholic, I'm like, Evan, that's the mayor, man. And
she was running for something. It wasn't mayor.
And of course, no, she was the mayor. I swear.
Okay.
I swear she was the mayor. And so Evan's like, hey Blake, Google her naked, because her name was on the billboard, right? And I was drunk, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll Google her naked. So
I don't know if y'all should put this on the internet.
I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna say her name.
I guess we didn't say where we went.
It was Meridian, Mississippi.
Gosh.
I was just joking. It wasn't Meridian. It was
we should have just yelled when he said that.
It was Petal, Mississippi.
I googled the
It
woman.
wasn't. We didn't say we're in Mississippi.
I googled the woman.
It was Petal, Memphis, Tennessee.
I googled the woman.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
I googled the woman. I googled the woman.
You
nude.
said that 5 times.
You guys keep interrupting. I googled her name and then I put like nude afterwards, and a woman came up that is kind of like looked like her, except for that she had a penis, and it was definitely not the mayor. Like you could tell it was not the mayor. Just kind of like resembled her a little bit. This woman had a penis, and I was like, "Look, Evan, here she is, bruh." And Evan's like, "All right, here we go, the naked mayor," and he sees the penis, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So that happened because I was really drunk. Let's see. What else?
We had to do a pickup after that.
We had to do a what?
The cat's in the video.
Hey, here's our cat, Kiki. What about a pickup?
Remember where we went after our drive?
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, we went to do that. That's business. We're not gonna talk about that. Well, we went to Kroger, and while we're sitting in the Kroger parking lot, Evan was like spying on people walking around, and he was like, Blake, look at that man over there. Blake, you see that one? And I was like, yeah, what about him? He's like, I bet he's divorced. I bet his life's in shambles right now. He just kept talking trash about people walking around Kroger.
Yeah, I'm really good at that too.
What's your next topic? I'm interested.
Yeah, what's the next topic?
That was, let's see. That was about almost half the podcast, so that's pretty good. We're only like 2 things down in this list.
How many things do we have?
You've recorded like 38 minutes or something in total.
Definitely.
Did you start your timer?
Yeah, it started. We're like 30 minutes in, plus a little bit from where the video cut out. Our next topic, Evan chose this one specifically, and I don't know what to talk about with it. I don't know why he chose it.
I don't remember what I chose.
Well, we were brainstorming, and this is what popped up in his little noggin. He wants to talk about electric cars.
Oh, I didn't say anything about that.
Yes, you did.
That must have been some. I really didn't say anything.
Okay, what is y'all's thoughts about like Elon Musk and stuff like that? You talking about that?
He's a good leader.
Think so?
I think he only pretends to be smart. I think he actually might be a little dumb. Like, I think he's definitely intelligent, but I think he might be a little dumb.
I wanted to get the cat in the video better.
My sweet girl, Kiki. She has a sister, but I don't know where she's at. She's like in front of the ring light.
Oh, I like Elon Musk. Cause,
You like him?
I feel like a lot of like wealthy and powerful people, they get their wealth by becoming like a CEO of like a pencil company or like a company that makes like one piece of a certain type of laptop or like someone who makes refrigerators. But Elon Musk is out there designing stuff that will change the world.
True.
Okay. I'll tell you. Okay.
So I feel like he actually invents things that's interesting, that he enjoys. They're not necessarily just going to make him money all the time.
He's definitely inventive. I think.
Like the global
amount of water.
Internet. Starlink is going to be insane. It's going to put AT&T at peace.
My problem with him is sometimes he makes like mistakes, and I think if you're going to be like the big like brain smart guy of the internet, you have to like make less mistakes. But he's definitely smarter than me. I got nothing against him.
I've also heard that's like a small like publicity stunts. Like people speculate that like him doing a few stupid things every once in a while or saying something. The cats are looking at each other.
They were biting each other.
Like when he did the smart truck thing and it like fell apart. It like the whole fucking thing like just like crumbled into pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
They definitely like I was like, oh come on now, Elon Musk. You can't bring your smart truck onto like a big show if it's gonna just like it's a car. You can't bring your smart car or whatever. What's it called?
I don't know.
I don't know, the Elon car.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like all of his inventions, but Starlink is awesome. I think that's gonna be.
Starlink's cool. He's like gonna be the next Tesla after that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna put down a lot of big corporations that have.
That's like the free Wi-Fi thing, right?
Yeah, that have absolutely monopolized and dominated the system for a while.
If he can pull off Starlink and it becomes true and everything, I would be more than glad. I would like praise him forever because
we have our own issues with that kind of thing.
I hate AT&T. AT&T sucks.
They have absolutely done nothing.
Tell them about what happened to us when we went.
Not just AT&T, any service
So
provider, any internet service provider.
They recently put up an AT&T tower, which is our provider, near where we live, which is like out in the middle of the woods. And our Wi-Fi is, or not our Wi-Fi, we don't have Wi-Fi. Our service has been pretty bad. We were trying to watch Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, and we couldn't get to load, right? And after we thought it was like Hulu, and why we couldn't get it on our TV, we were trying to like put an adapter to connect our phone to our TV. And after we talked to the Hulu lady for a while about why it wasn't working, she put us on the phone with AT&T and was like, I think it's your phone. And
She was a hooligan.
Hooligan?
Well, she made me do that speed for you thing, where
Yeah.
you can actually see the speed of your internet and how fast it's running.
So yeah,
and it was like really bad. The
she
numbers
helped
were
us
bad.
check our internet speeds and all for our phone, and then so we got on AT&T on the phone with Hulu, and he was like, "We're gonna schedule you to your nearest AT&T store for like a whenever you can, whenever you find time to go get some new." The hell they're playing with the ring light. They got us. They go get SIM cards that will like work with the new tower, I guess. So we went like a few weeks later because we were kind of busy, and we went and got our SIM cards put in. And the first thing they were trying to sell us on was like a cable bundle with internet, because we were like we'd love to get like Wi-Fi out where we live if we could. And she's like, let me see what I can do. And she comes back and she's like, I can get you Wi-Fi if you want to buy our cable bundle, right? And it's gonna be like $5 a month starting out, but then after 24 hours it'll be $150 a week. And
plus our already bill, that's $130.
Plus the bill we already pay. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Not really. Realistically, I don't want cable at all. Cable's outdated. We have Netflix, we have Hulu. We watch YouTube, put it on the TV, things like that. We put everything on our phone on the TV. We don't really need cable. It's pretty useless. I don't know how cable still makes it. I feel like as soon as like the oldest generation, not to be too morbid, but as soon as the older generation dies out, there's no way cable exists after that, because like no one who uses it. My cat is being crazy, but
just a message to AT&T and everybody who works there. and depends on that business for your living, Elon Musk is coming for you. You're done.
You're on the edge.
Put your family in the fucking streets.
Y'all have used and abused the system. Y'all are screwed. And guess what? I ain't giving you a job. I ain't giving you no job.
You can't come work for us.
We literally asked, like, well, since we can't afford for the Wi-Fi and the cable service, can we just get Wi-Fi? And they were like, well, because where you live, they really don't offer it without that. Which means they don't want to waste their time giving us Wi-Fi, even though they offer it, unless we buy both. It's not worth it.
Cable's just so expensive
I'm
for no
not
reason.
sure how many jobs they've shipped overseas, but it's probably been a lot. AT&T, they're probably responsible for shipping more jobs.
Like, for anyone who doesn't understand, like, I'm feel like, especially if you're a part of a younger generation, you should know how bad cable is. But if you don't understand how bad cable is, you could have Hulu, Netflix. I guess Hulu comes with Disney Plus, but you could have Disney Plus, Hulu, and Netflix, all like their most premium editions, and it probably Peacock too, everything like that. You could buy all those together, and it would still be cheaper than Hulu. So you'd actually, not maybe more shows technically, you could get more like good shows. You could get better stuff that you actually care about watching, more than you could with you could get like NFL, whatever. Well, NFL doesn't really have anyone, but like any kind of sports thing that has a subscription, you get all that. It would still be cheaper than having cable. And which most of the time, all you get on cable is paid programming in the daytime. So like, cable is like over $100 or whatever. It's so much more expensive, and yet for some reason people still spend that much money on cable rather than just getting Netflix and Hulu and whatever. And that's so crazy. I mean, it's
and these big companies have like
contracts with them.
Long year contract, like 50-year contracts.
It's terrible, dude. Whenever like people stop using cable, like the world's gonna like evolve immediately. Like our cars are gonna fly on their own, and
honestly, I believe that they have the technology for that. I just don't think they can just hit us with that all of a sudden.
Flying cars.
Yeah. Or like I believe they have a battery that can literally last like days. Because they have like batteries that charge cars.
Yeah.
Have you seen Elon Musk's plan for like in like LA and really high traffic cities? He wants to build like underground like roads, like a road system underground.
That's dope. I haven't seen that.
Instead of doing it above ground. Yeah, it's basically, it'll get to the point where you can, I don't know exactly how it's going to go.
They have roads like layering on top of each other.
Yeah, he described it to where you could basically, I think, drive in an area and basically it drops your car down. It like an exit may drop your car down.
Pretty much like an elevator for your car?
To another, maybe not an elevator, but to another level. I'd have to look it up again, but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
That'd be cool.
But because it would be a lot more expensive to dig and go underneath than it would be to build a bridge and go like a second level above the road. But he thinks that's the best idea still.
Well, I like that idea. I like his creativity.
I say we just go back to horses and wagons.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that 18-wheelers need their own road. I hate driving with 18-wheelers.
That's true.
I hate them.
We should make them drive underground.
Well, they're kind of big.
I don't care.
I think they just need their own
That's
highways.
their problem.
Well, they say like the trucking industry is pretty much going to be done away with from like drones and stuff like that.
Yeah, good. I hate truckers. If you're a trucker, fuck you.
I mean, they do good. I mean,
if you're a trucker and you depend on trucking for your income,
Elon Musk is coming for you.
Elon Musk is coming.
I don't have a problem with you trucking. It's because you drive like an idiot. That's my problem with you. You personally, if you're a trucker, learn to drive, you moron. Sorry.
All the truckers just log off.
There went all of our 6 subscribers. What were we talking about? Electric cars. Oh yeah, I think they're good for the environment.
Okay, continue. What's the next topic?
That lasted a lot longer than I thought it would.
Electric cars. Yeah, that was all me.
Good job, Evan.
No, I literally said what's y'all's opinion.
I do think that I like electric cars, but I'm not necessarily I'm not convinced that they're good for the environment or better for the environment. Honestly,
based off the South Park episode, it can be bad for the environment.
Which I don't know if you know this. We don't just collect electricity from lightning. Like it takes a lot of technology and a lot of things that are bad for the environment to actually get the electricity. So I'm not convinced that it's
not better. To get political. I'm not hating on or any politician, former president.
Do I think Obama was a bad president? Let's get into it.
I won't talk about that. I won't talk about that.
Yes. I'm not gonna. Oh my god! Shut up! I'm sick of y'all destroying our fan base with your views. Did you just tell your wife
Your
to shut
opinions.
up? Did you just tell your wife?
I
to
told
shut
our
up?
cameraman to shut up.
I'm a lady.
So I'm not gonna say I like or dislike any presidents or politicians or whatever. But have you guys seen where Donald Trump was talking about the windmills? That was crazy.
What did he say?
He was just like, it was just a really funny little rant. It was almost like a comedy skit. It didn't seem like a political thing. It almost said really like, if he would have done the same thing, if he would have said the same thing with the same tone, but instead he said this was like my like first ever like stand up bit, it would have gave off the same energy. He gets up there on stage and he's like, I like the windmills and all, but the thing is, they really aren't good for the environment. If you look, you look at the dead birds around them, it's crazy. And then he starts saying, and everyone thinks they're this nice, bright white, but they're not. They're orange. They're a little white orange. I like orange. It's a nice color. Because he is orange. And I love that. It was so funny.
That is funny.
And I also like the one about canned soup, where he's like,
Look up that.
oh yeah, we'll definitely look these up after. He also has one about canned soup, and he's like, and the criminals, I don't know this is exactly, but he's like, they're walking around, and they can't carry guns, they can't carry weapons, so they've got soup, cans of soup, and they've got it in bags. You can't arrest them. They're soup for my family, just soup for my family. They take the cans. You can't throw a rock. A rock's too heavy. Bricks won't do damage. You can't throw them. No arm power. He's talking just like these, like no strength, no arm power. Can't throw them very hard. Canned soup, lightweight, very compact, perfect for throwing. Throw the canned soup, attack the police, attack the government, attack your protectors. Canned soup for
I don't
your
think
family.
I've ever seen this. Is this before or after he was voted?
This is before. This is after he got voted in, but before he got voted out. So while he was president.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure. And he's just like, throw the can to, like, he's not.
He's pretty much going on a whole tangent about cans.
Yeah, he's not promoting throwing cans of soup. He's being ironic about how dangerous cans of soup are. And he's like, you can't arrest someone for cans of soup. That's for their family. Soup for my family. You throw it at someone's head, boom, they're dead. You killed a police officer with ballistic, military, bulletproof vest with a can of soup. It's really funny. It's my favorite.
Yeah, that man, he can go on and on and on about
Just
anything.
like Blake.
I am Donald Trump.
I saw him give the speech at the West Point graduation. And the first, 10 minutes was solid, but that man went on and on.
Well, at least he makes his sentence. At least he puts it together.
Yeah.
Biden,
I'm sick of your political opinions.
Yeah, we're not going to get too far into politics.
No, I'm not saying what side I'm on. I'm just saying, if you literally just look at the person, Donald Trump goes on and on about, just random shit that makes sense, but, I get what he's saying, but then Biden's like, is that you talking or somebody tell you to say that?
Hold on, let's do a little bit. Okay, Evan, you be Joe Biden, and I'll be Donald Trump, alright? Then you start an argument with me as Joe Biden.
Alright, go.
No, you start. You're Joe Biden. You gotta stutter like Joe Biden, though.
You're putting Evan on
doing
the
it.
spot. You gotta start it. You gotta tell him.
Let me tell you something, Sleepy Joe. Okay, no one cares about your child groping, and everyone knows you're a pedophile, and it's all true. And the left is bad and the right is good. And I'll tell you one thing about it. Okay, your car is not even electric. You're destroying the planet.
I have to explain it.
Okay,
That's the point of cutting. You don't have to explain.
This is the next topic. This is non-political. You also you told me to write down something like this, and I kind of added on words to it. And I'm just gonna read you what the list says. All right, straight from the list. Wonder Woman, the Giant Jew. So we were on a FaceTime call with someone earlier, and this girl.
My sister.
Your sister, who is a lesbian, I think. She's maybe, I don't know.
What in the world?
She was like, Wonder Woman's kind of hot. I'm kind of into her.
She also called the Wonder Woman movie an Avengers movie.
Yeah, she's like, I love that Marvel girl, Wonder Woman. She sure is hot. Evan says, no, she's just big. And then we look her height up, and she's 5'10", which is the same height as me.
Yeah, there was a picture that made her look pretty masculine, pretty big.
She's 5'10", which is the same height as me. So, but
she looks like Hope Solo.
Hope so. Oh yeah, the soccer player. Yeah, I
kinda
see
look like
that
Hope Solo.
with darker hair.
Yeah, that's just who she reminded me. She had a big build.
Hope Solo's funny. Have you ever seen her out for soccer?
No, but she beat up her brother.
Did she?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Oh wow, yeah, she's assaulted several people
What?
You haven't heard about this?
No, are you serious?
Yeah, and
Hope Solo?
They literally won't arrest her because she's a woman.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she assaults people all the time.
She's fun.
Yeah. I don't know if it was her brother or her, like, nephew. It was
her son? She, like, kicked the
some,
shit out of her own
it was
kid?
some family member, but you can imagine. I mean, she's
I thought you meant, like, when they were kids, but, like, as an adult, she just, like...
Yeah, she's been in some heat before.
That's crazy.
And they essentially didn't arrest her, and they just let her play. They just let her immediately start playing again. I think it may have been during the World Cup.
For the one time the woman won.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I know her mostly not from soccer, but I watched this thing when they did it. It was called like the celebrity charity bowling event every year, and it's hosted by a basketball player. I forget his name. He's one of the basketball players.
Michael Jordan.
No, he's like a more modern one.
Bob Marley.
No, that's not a basketball player at all.
Harold Kumar.
No, that's a show. But anyway, we're gonna stop naming fake basketball players.
Doris.
No.
Doris the Explorer.
Doris the Explorer.
T.O.
Tim Tebow.
Not Tim Tebow. T.O. Terrell Owens from football was also on it for a few years. But
Oscar from The Office.
Yeah, Oscar Martinez from The Office was on there. But I think he was actually on the same one with Hope Solo. But Hope Solo went on there, and she was god awful at bowling. And Oscar, weirdly enough, who's like the only person on there who's not an athlete. It's all like baseball players, football players, soccer players, all these athletes. Oscar's just like a comedian, and he got on there, and not only did he bowl like a perfect strike, but afterwards he did like a little pose, and he was like waving at people. Oh my god, I think I stopped it.
Man. Why did you put your
Still going.
It's still going? I thought I paused the video.
All the places for you to put your elephant.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, oh god. Oscar Martinez is great at bowling. I think he came in second. He didn't win, but he's one of my favorite celebrities. I wish I could bowl like Oscar. We love bowling.
Get back on the topic. Jesus Christ.
We gotta get back to bowling.
That was actually a topic on the list. Was bowling?
Yeah, that's
great segue.
That's our true passion. We're really only doing this podcast because we don't have bowling right now.
Yeah.
That's true.
We love bowling.
It's gonna kind of help sustain us, and then we're gonna drop it. So if you do like the podcast,
too bad. Elon Musk is coming after you.
You like this podcast?
Elon Musk is coming after you.
No,
Elon Musk is after everybody.
I had a great idea for a podcast episode. We should go bowling. Set up our stuff right while we're bowling.
That is just a vlog. That's not a podcast.
No. But like in between, okay. So like if it's my turn to bowl, Evan will talk. If it's Evan's turn to bowl, I'll talk. And if it's your turn to bowl, me and Evan can both talk. So it's like a little what the hell is that? No. So it's like a little like podcast bowling episode. I thought we could like strap the phone up to the bowling ball and roll it down the lane. Get a little like POV action.
Get a GoPro.
GoPro on the ball. Great.
The term POV action. Where do you get that?
Hot bowling POV
Where
action.
did you get that from?
That's a TikTok.
You know where he got it from.
That's a TikTok thing. Everyone on TikTok says POV.
Just curious. Okay.
It just means point of view. It's not sexual.
Yeah, but that's what they say on porn videos.
How would you know?
I watch porn videos.
Oh my god, I'm fucking pervert.
This is getting pornographic. We promised we wouldn't go down this path.
I might edit a couple of porn stickers on the screen right now to like show off what we're talking about.
I think they know what porn is.
If you haven't seen porn before, I'm gonna leave a link in the bio so you can
what the fuck?
check it out.
To Pornhub?
No, that one's too mainstream. I'm thinking something more along the lines of X videos.
The way Evan looked away.
You don't like X videos?
What's your opinion?
Alright, no more porn. Bowling. Only bowling. Evan, what do you love about bowling? What makes it like your most beloved sport?
I was thinking about this earlier, and I like the pizza there.
The pizza
That's
is
really
good.
the only thing I like about it.
At our local bowling alley, the pizza is good.
At Spinners or Fannin?
Fannin.
I like
Did you mean Spinners?
Huh?
Which one did you mean?
I like Fannin Lanes better, but I do like going to Spinners. Like I like both of them.
I like Spinners because it's like it's
you have your own room. I feel like.
Yeah, it's a little more spacious, and they don't like turn all the lights off with like disco lights flashing in your face, and they don't have air horns going off in your ear. Like it's not like a damn like nightclub. I can actually see while I'm bowling. But that's just my opinion. Some people like all the professional bowlers play at Fannin.
We should be at an hour now.
We have 11 minutes left to go.
50 minutes plus 9. We have 1 minute left.
Well, sometimes we'll go a little over, okay? We're not done with the list.
Okay.
Every time we do a podcast and you're here in the audience, you always tell us to stop recording.
I'm always in
like
the audience.
An hour.
I'm the only
Can I
one.
have a couple of jelly beans?
Not right now, we're recording.
But yes.
I'm not cutting the video again, so this... he said some fucked up stuff about politics. Well, you messed the camera up when we were talking about McDonald's fish fillets. I'm not cutting the camera anymore, okay? I don't get paid enough to edit that much.
He's been jotting down our mistakes.
I keep a
He's
list.
been holding that list.
Yeah.
You know
I'll make
what?
sure the
If
next-
you're holding that list, Elon Musk is coming after you.
If you make this podcast, Elon Musk is coming. I make a list, right? And every time you guys repeat the thing, I put a strike on it. And if you get 3 strikes, you are kicked off of the crew, okay?
Thank God. Please
You get
keep
your
me off.
job is you've been fired.
Elon Musk came after my job. As the camera woman.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
we're
see.
gonna buy a robot that just
Does
sits
the
there.
camera?
I
Yeah.
would love that. Maybe we could train the cats to do it. By the time they work for a living, they just sit in my house and eat food and don't do nothing.
That's what they're made to do.
I guess they're cute.
House cats.
Well, one more thing I wanted to talk about. This is like happened like 6 months ago or something. One night we were just like listening to like, we were like watching scary movies and weird like YouTube videos, and we were like, let's just go to a graveyard tonight, you know, bro. Let's just go to a
That
graveyard.
night was so fun.
And we went to like this really like deserted town, which was actually listed in where we live in Mississippi as the #1 like scary graveyard in the world. We went.
Whoa.
What?
That was a large accusation.
In the world.
You really said in the world.
I meant it to, by God. It was scary as hell.
That's why we didn't go.
It wasn't haunted, but I mean, it was scary in its own right. So it's actually like this small like trailer park, like neighborhood looking thing, with a police officer's house is like right next to it. Like he lives like next to the graveyard.
Evan, do you remember when we went to Morton?
To the graveyard.
To the graveyard?
We were like walking around. Remember we went to go do this other one, but it's like in these people's backyard.
Yeah.
It was in the cop's backyard. There was like I'm pretty sure there wasn't like a fence, was there?
Yeah, there was a
There was-
fence around
It was like a little rusted
It looked
fence.
really creepy.
It was like right out of Pet Cemetery. There was like barely the headstones were like little rocks, like they were handmade.
It was like 1 in the morning too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very
It was
weird.
creepy.
But we ended
It
up
was,
going
like,
to another
far.
cemetery that's like really open.
Yeah, so we drove up to like the town part, and we went to like a more like normal one that was like we could walk around in, and it was like pretty normal, you know.
There were some really old graves there. That's what amazed me, honestly.
The creepiest one to me was there was like one like way in the back, like
By
a
itself.
mile away from all the other ones, right? And it had a picture of a little boy on it, so I'm guessing he was like a child, which is sad. I'm not like laughing at that fact, but it had like these 2 glowing like dots of light, like right behind the picture of him, and it looked like eyes.
Yeah, from
And-
far away, it looked really creepy.
Man, it was like red eyes. I don't know why their family chose that to put up. So we didn't go check out this like grave because we were like making fun of the like a child passing away. But we wanted to go see why there was like demon eyes pointing at us, and that's what we found.
Oh,
So
and
it
then
was-
wasn't there like a wind chime above his grave too?
oh
Wind
yeah, it
breaking
was like
us
making a
out?
weird noise. So it
Yeah.
was I don't know. I don't want to poke fun at it, but I'm not even sure if that was a real grave because it looked like it was set up to be creepy.
It was pretty creepy.
It was really weird. So then like people kept stopping. One guy like came and like knocked on our car as we were trying to leave and was like, "You got any Newports?"
No, you said we got a light. Do we got a
Oh,
light?
that's what it was. He's
It
like,
was like 2 in the morning and he was just walking
walking through a graveyard with us.
down
And he's
the
like,
road.
"Hey, you boys got a light?" And we're like, "No, sir." Now please leave us alone. We're gonna leave.
It makes me think of that Facebook comment. Blake commented on my. I posted a new profile picture, and he was like, "Hey, can I slide in your DMs?" And I commented under like, "Sir, I'm married," with like a running emoji. It was so funny. Made me think of that.
And there's one more weird thing that we have like 6 minutes left. There's one more weird thing that Evan wanted to talk about, kind of like the electric
What?
cars.
Why are you blaming Evan for all these topics?
No,
I saw
he
you
said
writing
These
them
are
down.
our most fruitful topics.
He
The
said
ones
this
that
one
I-
specifically. School supplies.
What the fuck?
We're all not in school. We've all graduated from high school or college if we win. We're not in school or college. We're all adults with jobs. Evan wants to talk about school supplies.
Yeah, so I think we should name some of our favorite school supplies.
Oh,
and
I
the
have
school
one.
supply that we don't really see.
My
what the
favorite
point in
school
it.
supply is the white glue. You spread it on your hand, you let it dry, and you peel it off.
You kids were poor. Let me tell you what I had when I was a kid, because I'm privileged as hell. I had the little crayon with the back sharpener, so like the big like 158 box. You pop it open like a briefcase. You can put your crayons in the bag and sharpen them.
Want to hear something funny? Right over there, I got a box that does that.
Yeah, now.
I'm grown.
Now you're married to me.
Whoa. Whoa, I bought that with my own money.
My own money. Also, when I was a kid, I had the look like the baby blue glue with the glitter in it. That it didn't glue for shit, but it was pretty. So those are my favorite school supplies.
Wow. Why did you want to talk about school supplies?
I like the erasers that like have scents to them.
I had an eraser that was like mechanical. It's like
we're asking Evan. Can you quit making it about you?
It'll be like blueberry or strawberry scents, and I would spend pretty much the whole class smelling it.
Do you remember those markers that used to smell good?
Yeah.
There was like the big pack of them.
And they had like a chocolate or blueberry.
Yes.
Did you guys ever have this? I got one at a book fair. Like a huge eraser, like this big, like a big eraser that said, "For big mistakes."
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Let's talk about book fairs. What was everyone's favorite thing about a book fair?
Going to the book fair.
Talking about like you talking about the Scholastic book fair?
Yes, Scholastic. What was everyone's?
And books and papers.
You're not gonna make me want to talk on this video because you're making fun of my redneck accent.
I was laughing at Evan singing.
Oh, you going to the book
fair. So, Evan, what was your favorite thing at Scholastic's book fair?
The books.
Solid answer.
What was yours?
I had two things that I got that I loved. The first thing I ever bought, I thought this was really cool. I got like some spy shades. And they had like mirrors in the like back of them, so when you put them on, you could see behind you, and they were very cool.
Yeah,
I wore them like all day in class, and I would be like, "I see you picking your nose back there, little Jimmy."
You were such a dick.
I was.
I don't know what it was.
I would be cheating in a test too. Like I only wore them the day, like the week I got them, but like I would put them on, and like during a pop quiz or some shit, I'd be like looking at people's answers and be like, okay.
Dang.
And then, like, a few years later, like, when I was, like, I want to say, like, 6th or 5th grade, I bought every single Goosebumps book. They have, like, the big bundle where, like, $100 and you can buy all of them. I bought
Here we go again with the privilege. Let me tell you something. This is my favorite thing about Scholastic Book Fair. I never bought a damn thing. Because my parents wouldn't let me. They never even gave me a damn dollar.
Hey, little mama, you want to share my Goosebumps?
Evan, did you ever buy anything from the book fair? If you say yes, I'm going to scream.
Yeah, I think I bought Flat Stanley. That's
I love Flat Stanley.
I used to want that so bad.
Magic Treehouse, Flat Stanley. I actually never read, but I don't know why. I got such an adrenaline rush.
I read all the Flat Stanleys.
Going to the bookstore. But I did read some Flat Stanleys. But yeah, I didn't.
I like Captain Underpants was good. I hate the movies now, but the little books were funny back then.
They were pretty good.
That was just an exciting day.
Yeah, honestly, even if you don't get anything, it's just fun to get out of class.
Yeah, I mean, it was just...
You wouldn't know what it would feel like to not get anything.
That's true. I bought the whole damn book fair. Oh my god, the saucy chicken's hurting my stomach again. Shouldn't have ate those 4 plates of saucy chicken.
That 1 gallon.
Yeah, a gallon of sauce.
How many minutes we got left?
Oh, 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
I think we can cut it now.
I'm not cutting it till I'm ready to cut it.
Can you at least give us an exit?
Yes. So,
let's talk about Elon Musk again.
No,
what do you think Elon Musk bought at the school fair?
You know what? Elon Musk is coming for your position on the podcast.
If you ever bought something at a school fair, Elon Musk is coming for your job.
True. Scholastic, he's coming for you.
It's kind of the Elon Musk book fair, and he only sells you, like, gas-efficient cars.
I'll tell you what I can't believe, that the book fair came to your rinky-dink school.
Man, listen here.
Graduated with 24 people?
It didn't. It came when I went to the other school when I was in elementary.
In Brandon?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
It
never
didn't
came
go
to
to
Pisgah. I'm screwed.
Well, it did when I went. I didn't go to Pisgah until 6th grade.
But
I feel like it should have been there in 6th grade, so it just didn't come to Pisgah. I mean, there was only 12 of us, so...
What a weird thing to cut the budget on. Like, not do a book fair.
There's only 12 of us. Like, how
literally,
much money could they make?
he graduated with 24 people.
Little do they know, I would spend $100 if they would have brought it to Pisgah. I could have, like, funded our whole school for a year off of my Scholastic purchase.
Whoa now. You're making yourself too rich.
Like,
you ain't no millionaire. Calm down.
Maybe the cheerleaders shouldn't get outfits, and
they don't have no cheerleaders.
They didn't wear outfits.
Maybe they should cut.
They wore their t-shirt and jeans, and cowgirl boots. The way he's shaking his head.
Just like a nasty ass muddy camouflage jacket.
Yeah. Shout out to all you Pisgah graduates.
Gang, gang. We had our football team used to not have any like our jerseys were generic. They were just like green. They didn't have names on the back. Every year, like someone donated their jersey to another player. Which I didn't play, but you know, whatever. Their helmets were like spray painted green because they were just like the generic white ones you buy at like Academy.
All right, give us a little exit. Come on now.
I don't want to exit.
Yeah, this is good.
I'm bored.
I just let's.
You don't want the viewers to be bored.
Let's review everything we've learned today. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Let's go over like okay. McDonald's will not kill you if you eat it for a year. It's perfectly healthy, and you should actually do it.
We do recommend variety, though.
Yeah, like try at least 4 things on the menu.
Yeah.
If you go to a Ichiban Chinese buffet, don't eat too much saucy chicken, or you will shit your pants. Elon Musk is coming for you.
He's coming for you.
Oh, you need to talk about your other pop channel.
Oh, I have a YouTube channel, The Blakers 101. I'm gonna post me opening up Magic cards and other like card games like that. Gonna show off my Funko Pops that me and my wife collect. I'm gonna do like video games. Me and Evan hopefully are gonna do video games on here sometime soon. Whenever we. Oh, that's what we can end on. We want to do something. Maybe we'll record it tomorrow if we have time. We want to go to the gas station. Like record ourselves going to the gas station.
Like a little vlog.
Like a whole vlog. Buying just the most random shit we can find. Just the nastiest like food we can find at a gas station.
The most unbought items.
Like you don't think people buy it.
Yeah.
People have never seen before. We're gonna bring them back, set up a little recording thing, and we're gonna eat them and try them out. I've got to use the bathroom because I ate all that chicken. I'm gonna end the video. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, follow our Patreon, Cash App us, go fund me. Thank you.
Don't be afraid to send us $5.
True.
Just nothing less than $5.
If each of you gives us $5, we'll have $15.
True.
I love you. Good night. Oh God.
Sir, it's still recording.
Is it?
Yes.
Don't be afraid to send us $5.
I hope it was recording that whole time.
It's still recording.
The thing is, the $5, it's not going to the podcast. It's going to our pockets, and we're going to be able to.
Should I just pause it on here?